Okay, good morning, folks, and welcome to Stock Charts Today. Let's begin with Tesla weekly chart. This is a request for a second opinion on Tesla. Now, the last time we spoke about Tesla was several weeks ago, and it was under pressure, but we were consolidating. We were bouncing around with bottoming tails on these candlesticks. Again, this is a weekly chart. Last week we rallied and we closed well off the highs of the week. Prior to that, I had drawn this lower band of support. Right now, this week, we are pressuring that support level. A close below that level will be a big problem for Tesla, because after that, what happens is that we retest the next support level, which just happens to coincide with, at current, the same exact support level we're testing right now. So what we're doing here is we're measuring the extremes of the intra-week moves from the week of April the 2nd and then April the 30th. And here we are. Time has evolved and we've made no real serious progress here. Now what we're looking at to the upside is resistance above. Here's our primary upper band of resistance and a bit of a triangle formation that we're forming. It's too early to talk about this upper band of resistance. What we're worried about is this immediate ceiling right here. Now, if we break out and especially close above the 20-period moving average on a weekly basis and last week's highs, good stuff. The pressure is off for a bit and we'll probably rally up to this upper band of resistance. But given the price action here, I'm not very optimistic. RSI putting in lower highs and lower lows. The headline risk, huge. Daily chart. As you can see again, we're nearing critical support. So Tesla, 4-hour chart, may well soon become a short. We haven't broken yet, therefore we're not ready to short it yet. Let's talk about some of our watch stocks that we discussed yesterday. Align Technologies. It did break out yesterday, but failed to follow through. And what I always teach members is do not go buying stocks intraday. Watch to see where they close. Now, had we chased the shares early on in the day, we would have gotten clubbed over the head because the shares were sold off. And now we are trading down below the lower band of support. So this is a bull trap, a breakout point failure. Not good. And with the reversal in the market yesterday, we need to be very, very careful about adding to or opening new positions. We want to make sure that we have the wind at our back. And what is the wind? The markets. 80% of all stocks will trade with the market. Alliance Bernstein, very close to pulling the trigger here. No breakout yet in the 4-hour chart. We're close. A little W formation action going here. Here's our pivot point here. Good stuff. We have a breakout on the RSI. Good stuff. More to come. AB, Cure, the Bull ETF, leveraged ETF on the healthcare sector. If you don't want volatility, buy the XLV. We're very close to pulling the trigger here on Cure. Let's go to now the morning action in the futures market. The S&P 500, 4-hour chart. We reversed off the highs of the day yesterday. But here's what we're looking for. This is a fairly orderly pullback. And what I'm looking for here is a breakout. And we are poking our nose out in this 4-hour bar out of this consolidation. Let's see whether or not it closes there. That's what matters, is where it closes. So we're down this morning on the futures. We're holding the 20-period moving average. We're holding support. The Dow Jones, very similar price action here in that we are off the lows of the session, but still down. We do not have a breakout yet like we do on the S&P 500 on a 4-hour chart. We have a bull flag formation formed here. Let's watch for a pop. But remember, folks, it's where we close that matters. I don't care where we're trading at 11 a.m. I don't care where we're trading at 2 p.m. It doesn't matter. What matters is where we close relative to the highs and lows of the day. End of statement. The NASDAQ in a very tight trading range, holding support. It's at current struggling to recapture its 20-period moving average. So it's showing some relative weakness versus the S&P and the Dow. But we are off the lows of the day. Let's take a look at the U.S. dollar. Now, the dollar, it really caught a bid yesterday afternoon, right here when it broke out above this upper band of resistance and its 20-period moving average on this 4-hour chart. We have put in a new daily high, but we are now backing off of that high. Net, though, this is a bullish setup until such time that we break below the, really until such time that we break down below 92.25. This is really critical support right here. We have a breakout on RSI, a retest, higher lows and higher highs. So what is this not good for? At least in the short term anyway. Longer term, I'm bullish on oil. Oil is pushing higher. It's ignoring the dollar. But if the dollar were dropping, oil would be ripping higher even further than what it is right now. Oil is looking strong, putting in higher highs and higher lows. Gold, a different story. We're down this morning significantly, and we're talking about the 1300 level again on gold, which is really kind of irritating. Because remember, it was only a few weeks ago, back here, on April the 11th, that we put in a multi-year high, and then we sold off. So thus far today, we have an inside bar, no new high, no new low, this 4-hour period. Watch 1300, it is critical support. Let's leave off with a view of Bitcoin. Bitcoin recaptured support yesterday. It's consolidating tightly, and this 20-period moving average in blue is acting as a declining ceiling. I think we're going to move higher here. We have a breakout and higher lows on RSI. Bitcoin is looking good. And once we get above 8,900, while we do have a lot of resistance above, I think that if volume picks up, we should be able to break out and at least retest recent highs. And that's it for this morning, folks. If you watch this on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below, click that bell. And if you watch this on the website, enter your email address, We Hate Spam Too. We'll send you out a couple of free trade tutorials. And if you found us through StockTwits, Twitter, Seeking Alpha, follow us there, leave a comment. Everybody have a profitable trading day. Be well.